Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Jason is left the building.
Where'd he go?
I'm in here by myself, and then Jason's over there by himself.
Yeah, I'm right over here by myself, but look. Hey.
See what you can do? You see that? Ah!
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's neat. I got to remember that my camera.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Not that one. This one.
I want to thank you. Well, wait till you get in there before I thank you. But
yeah, everybody, where are you at?
where is everybody?
Where's everyone at? We're giving a speech tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to tell everybody about some paranormal investigation. We're doing this kind of for two reasons, to be honest with you. One, for people who can't make it this Saturday, right, Jason?
Right.
Watch us do it live. Where's it going to be?
The Knoxville Public Library, Cedar Bluff.
Yes, this Saturday from 2 to 4. So we're going to be doing some public speaking. And that's number one. Number two, it also gives us more seat time so we can be better at what it is that we're doing, right?
Yeah, this will be our first time doing it. So thank you.
Thank you for being here, whoever you are. Oh, and then you left.
Goodbye.
It was that good. Yeah, all right. So
we're going to be talking about paranormal investigations. Like David said, this is a precursor for Saturday at the public library in Knoxville.
yeah, come there and you're going to get to see this live.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and start her out.
All right. You going to do the first two, or you want me to, or what are you going to do?
I do the first one, then you do two, then I do two.
Okay, so you're going to do the first one, then I'll do the next two.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Paranormal Investigating 101, Unveiling the Mysteries.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for listening and joining us. I'm Jason. That's David.
This guy.
We're from Paranormal 411. We are excited tonight to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of paranormal investigations. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, we hope that this presentation will spark your curiosity and maybe even challenge you or challenge what you think you know. Tonight we're going to explore the basics of paranormal investigation, what it is, how it's done, and what you need to know if you're curious about ghosts. So let's dive in and uncover the mysteries of the paranormal world.
Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. Hello, Michelle. So let's get to it.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah. Slide number 2.
Where am I at here? Slide number 2.
All right.
Yes.
So this is the introduction. Now, paranormal investigation is the process of examining locations that are reported to be haunted by ghosts, spirits, or other supernatural entities. Kind of think of it like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, You're trying to uncover the mysteries of the unseen world. Woo. So why do people investigate the paranormal? Well, for many, it's about understanding the unknown. The unexplained phenomena can be unsettling and investigate why can't I read tonight, Jason?
You got your glasses on?
I do. Unexplained phenomena can be unsettling, and investigating them can help alleviate fears or provide closure. It's also about curiosity, our natural desire to explore what we don't fully understand. Now, whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories and experiences people share are fascinating and awfully deeply personal. Now, in this presentation, we'll explore several key aspects of paranormal investigation. First, we'll take a quick look at its history, how it evolved from folklore to a more scientific approach. Then we're going to dive into the different types of phenomena investigators often incur, like apparitions, EVPs, poltergeists. We'll also cover the tools and techniques used in investigations, from EMF meters to spirit boxes, and how they help gather evidence. Finally, we're going to touch on some famous cases that have captured the public's imagination and discuss the ethical considerations that come with investigating the unknown. So let's start by taking a step back in time to explore the history of paranormal investigation and how it has shaped the field today. Hello, Only Oscars.
Hello.
So, next slide.
Oh, we are going to the next one.
So, the history of paranormal investigations. The fascination with the paranormal isn't new. In fact, it does date back to ancient civilizations, and cultures around the world have long believed in spirits and the afterlife. And they conducted rituals to communicate with them. For instance, the ancient Egyptians performed elaborate ceremonies to honor the dead, while the Greeks and Romans consulted oracles to receive messages from the spirit world. Now, these early beliefs and practices laid the foundation for what we now call paranormal investigation. One of the first well-known paranormal investigators was Harry Price in the early 20th century. He brought a more scientific approach to the field. Now, he investigated famous cases like the Borley Rectory, often called the most haunted house in England, which is another iconic duo in paranormal investigation, is Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, they were famous for their work on high-profile cases, including the Amityville Horror, the Enfield Poltergeists. Now, their investigations often blended scientific methods with their own spiritual beliefs. These figures helped bring paranormal investigation into the public's eye and inspired many of the tools and techniques that we still use to this day. Now, in the early days, paranormal investigation often relied on spiritual seances, where mediums claimed to communicate with the dead. Now, while these methods were popular, they were often criticized for lacking scientific rigor. Today, paranormal investigation has evolved significantly. Investigators have used advanced technology like EMF meters, infrared cameras, digital voice recorders to gather evidences. Now, this shift has made the field more credible and accessible to those who want to explore the unknown. While the tools have changed, the core goal remains the same: to understand and document unexplained phenomena.
Very good.
Thank you.
So, was that 2 for you?
Yep.
Dang.
We're on number 4.
So, types of paranormal phenomena. Let's see. Ghosts and spirits are perhaps the most well known. I keep wanting to look at that camera.
Yeah, you got to look at your own camera.
They're believed to be the souls of the deceased individuals who, for some reason, haven't moved on to the afterlife. Some believe ghosts remain because of unfinished business, while others think they're tied to a specific location or event. For example, a soldier might haunt a battlefield, or a loved one might linger to watch over family. Ghosts are often described as translucent or shadowy figures, and they may appear suddenly or vanish without a trace. Now, poltergeists are a specific type of ghost known for causing physical disturbances. The word poltergeist actually comes from the German word for noisy ghost. Unlike typical ghosts, poltergeists are often associated
Thank
with
you, only Oscars.
loud noises. Are only associated with loud noises, objects being thrown or moved, and even physical attacks. These activities usually center around a specific person or an adolescent, which has led some to theorize that. Hold on a minute. Often an adolescent.
Yes.
Yeah. So there it is. Which has led some to theorize that poltergeist activity might be linked to psychokinetic energy.
Yes. What's up, Roy?
What's up, Roy? I forgot to
Virgo.
text you and tell you.
Shame on you.
I was busy. So one of the most famous poltergeist cases is the Enfield poltergeist in England. It's where a family reported furniture moving, knocking sounds, and even levitation. I remember that was the one that Ed and Lorraine Warren investigated, wasn't it?
Yeah. A spirit just touched your shoulder.
You seen it in the camera when you touched my shoulder?
When I went like that. Ah! I'm really in another place, not even the same place as Jason.
Right.
This is not me. What's funny is, if I'm not mistaken, you could go on YouTube and there are some videos of some of that, like the little boy sitting on the chair and the chair starting to levitate and go backwards.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was 3 girls.
I don't remember. It might have been a little girl.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago that I watched the video.
Was, the recliner that the old man sat in all the time. I think it's where he passed away.
Yeah, this one was like a kitchen table.
Oh.
Sitting at a kitchen table. Maybe I was looking at something else.
I don't know.
Possibly.
But either way, it was a poltergeist.
It was a poltergeist.
Now we're going to talk about some residual hauntings. They're like recordings of the past that replay over and over again. I keep looking. So these hauntings don't involve an intelligent spirit. Instead, they're thought to be imprints of energy left behind by a traumatic or emotional event. For instance, you may see a ghostly figure walking down a hallway at the same time every night. I mean, like clockwork at the same time. Or you might hear sounds of a battle replaying in a field. These events don't interact with the living. They simply repeat like a loop. Unlike intelligent hauntings, where spirits might respond to you. Residual hauntings are more like echoes of the past. Echoes of the past. Only Oscar says like the soldiers tending to cannons. Yeah.
Yes. You see some of those videos and stuff. Only Oscars
Of
in
Gettysburg. Yeah.
Gettysburg. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I wonder if we could see something like that going to Chickamauga. They got those cannons everywhere too.
Yeah. So the next is essential tools and equipment. Still my turn.
Mm-hmm. You get two, Jason, too.
Nah. So you have EMF meters, which are electromagnetic field meters. They're one of the most commonly used tools in the paranormal investigating world. They detect fluctuations in the electromagnetic field. Some believe that might, when they go off, it could be detecting the presence of a spirit,
right,
or a ghost of a spirit. The idea is that the spirit might disrupt the field when they manifest, causing the meter to spike. Investigators often use EMF meters to identify hotspots in a specific location. For example, if a EMF meter suddenly spikes in a room with no electrical appliances, it could suggest that it could be paranormal activity.
Kind of like one going off above your knee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and scare you till you don't go back for a couple of weeks. The next item on the list would be digital voice recorders. Now they're used to capture electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, and we have a few of those.
Yes. A couple of really nice ones, actually.
Yeah. So these are sounds or voices that aren't audible to the human ear at the time, but appear on the recordings of the EVP, or the electronic voice recorder. Investigators often leave recorders running in quiet rooms, or ask questions out loud, hoping to capture a response from spirits. EVPs can range from faint whispers to clear Class A distinct voices. There's one famous EVP case is on the Ghost Adventures. I don't know if anybody's ever watched Ghost Adventures. I'm sure you have.
Sure.
It's just like 28 seasons.
Right.
Or more. But they were investigating a hotel called the Goldfield Hotel. And you could hear the voice on the recorder say, "Get out. Get out."
We've never had that happen.
No. Well, he provoked a lot.
Well, I was going to say, we never provoked, though. That was exactly what I was about to say, too. So that could be a big part of it.
So there wasn't anybody present either when it was just, I think the recorder was just in a room or something.
Room by itself. Yep. But that's also good where we talk about later about journaling and things like that, because then there was no one at that time that happened,
Yeah. So next on the list would be infrared cameras. So they're essential for capturing images and videos in low light and dark conditions. They use infrared light to illuminate the environment, making it possible to see things that you might not otherwise see. It might be invisible, like, infrared will pick up quite a few things.
Yep.
It even picks up the laser grid off the SLS camera.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So these cameras are often used to record apparitions or movements in haunted locations. For example, an investigator might set up an infrared camera in a dark hallway to capture an any unusual activity. So these cameras have become a staple in the paranormal investigating, and it's just because they provide visual evidence that can be analyzed later. Here's one I like. Spirit boxes. So these devices scan radio frequencies very rapidly, quick, like, and it creates a stream of white noise. So the idea is that that spirits can manipulate the noise to communicate with investigators, and we've had that happen.
We have, yeah.
Investigators ask questions out loud, and spirits might respond through the white noise, forming words or sentences. A lot of people think it's controversial, but many believe it can facilitate real-time communication with the other side.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
And we've had it happen where they've told us, we've asked a name and they've told us a name.
Yeah. Had quite a few times that happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, where only Oscar says that they liked our field trip we went on last week. I swear still, and I haven't even listened to the digital voice recorder yet, but that we got Captain.
Yeah. Captain.
Yeah.
So other tools include motion sensors. They detect movement in unoccupied areas, temperature guns, which measure sudden drops in temperature that might indicate a ghostly presence. And you always want to take your walkie-talkies. You need walkie-talkies to communicate with your partner or your team in case you get in trouble.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Or if you have questions, that's one thing I always liked about the ghost hunters was because, if they was up somewhere and they heard something, they was like, hey, y'all aren't outside like shining a light or something because we just saw something,
Yeah.
And so you can have that communications back and forth. So then that way you could start, saying, okay, well, there's no one out there,
Right.
They said they weren't out there. They were somewhere else at that time. So we're on to number, 6?
Yes. Number 6.
Number 6.
So on our little PowerPoint.
Yes. So any of y'all that came in a little bit late, we're doing this for 2 reasons. Number one is this is our presentation that we're going to be doing this Saturday at the Knoxville Library there. It's off Cedar Bluff. And so we're just wanting to give everybody a chance that couldn't make it to get to see some of this. And also it helps us rehearse. So thanks everybody for being our guinea pigs on this because we appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
So this is how to conduct an investigation. So now remember, this isn't a 100%, once we're done with this, you're going to be able to just know everything, right? This is just hitting highlights.
Yeah, we're just, if you wanted to go investigate for the first time, you probably could with this information, but we're not saying it's the teetotal best information you can get.
Right. Thank you, only Oscars.
Just an overview.
So how to conduct an investigation. Before stepping foot into a potentially haunted location, it is crucial to do your homework. Pre-investigation research helps you understand the context of the site and what to look for during the investigation. Now, this includes gathering background information on the location, such as its history, previous owners, and any reported paranormal activity. For example, was the site once a hospital, prison, or battlefield? Are there any documented sightings of ghosts or strange occurrences?
Hmm.
This research not only helps you plan your investigation, but also ensures you're respectful of the location's history and any spirits that might be present. Now, once you arrive at the location, one of the first steps is to set up your equipment. So, this could be placing EMF meters, infrared cameras, voice recorders in strategic areas where activity has been reported. It is also essential to follow a structured plan during this investigation, and it might include dividing into teams or into groups, assigning specific tasks, and setting a timeline for each phase of the investigation. Safety should always come first. Make sure the team is aware of any potential hazards like unstable floors, low lighting. Make sure you have a first aid kit on hand. Never investigate alone. We have said this a bunch of times, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Always take someone with you. Never go alone. Maintain a calm and respectful demeanor. Spirits, if they exist, are more likely to communicate if they feel respected. Avoid provoking or taunting them, as this can lead to negative experiences. Yes, being scratched and getting told to get out. Now, after the investigation is when the real work begins. Review all your data that you've collected, including audio recordings, video footage, and EMF readings. Look for anomalies or evidence that cannot be easily explained, like sudden spikes in EMF levels or unexplained voices on recordings. Now, it is important to document and organize your findings systematically. Create a report that includes timestamps, descriptions of events, and any potential evidence. This makes it easier to analyze the data later and share it with others. Now, while it's exciting to find potential evidence, it is crucial to remain objective. Rule out any natural explanations before concluding that something is paranormal.
Yes.
Also want to say, while we're on this part of this, that we've got 2 new books coming out soon.
Yes.
Right. So right now we've got this one that everybody's used to us yelling about, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore, edition 2. And only Oscars, if you would email us for being a premium member like you are, we'll send you one.
Yes.
But we've got 2 new books that are going to be coming out sometime soon. One is almost this right here. It's going to be a little bit more in depth, but it's going to be Investigating 101.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to have a companion book. Okay. If you email it, we promise we'll send you a copy of the book and we'll sign it for you. The companion book is a journal. And that's what we kind of just talked about. Journaling what it is that's going on. And being able to have all that down does help. You know.
Yeah, and a nice little neat book you can carry with you when you investigate.
Yes.
So,
You're welcome. Thank you, only Oscars. So I just wanted to, throw that out there while we're right here. So next is documenting evidence. So when it comes to capturing potential paranormal activity, the quality of your equipment matters. Using high quality audio and visual recording devices increase the likelihood of capturing clear, usable evidence. For audio recordings, use digital voice recorders with high sensitivity to capture even faint sounds. Place them in quiet areas where activity has been reported and leave them running for extended periods to increase the chances of capturing EVPs or electronic voice phenomena. Now, for video, it is best to use infrared or night vision cameras to record in low light conditions. You want to set the cameras up in areas with reported activity and ensure they're positioned to cover as much of the space as possible. Now, always document the time, location, and conditions of each recording. This will help rule out natural explanations like background noise, shadows, when you start reviewing the footage later.
Yes.
When taking photographs, it is important to take multiple shots from different angles. Now, both with and without flash, because this will allow you to compare the images and identify any anomalies that might indicate paranormal activity. Look for unusual shapes, shadows, or orbs that can't be explained by dust, reflections, or camera artifacts. Now, keep in mind that not all anomalies are paranormal. Some can be caused by environmental factors. To avoid false positives, make sure your lens is clean and avoid shooting in dusty or humid conditions. Now, remember that while technology is crucial, personal experiences are equally valuable. Keep detailed records of any sensations, thoughts, or occurrences you or your team experienced during the investigation. This is where a journal comes in.
Mm-hmm.
This includes feelings of being watched, sudden temperature changes, unexplained sounds, or visual sightings. Write down the times, locations, and details of each experience and cross-reference with your audio and visual evidence. Sometimes investigators report a gut feeling or an intuition that something is about to happen. While this is not a scientific, it is worth noting as it can guide where to focus your efforts. So,
Very important.
very important.
Try to debunk. If not, write it down
That's right.
in your new journal, your Paranormal 411 journal.
That's right.
What do you think?
Paranormal journal, right?
So,
This is Jason's favorite.
yeah. Let's see here. Skepticism, yes. Skepticism and scientific approaches. This is very important too.
Yes, this part of it is just as important as any other part when you're doing an investigation.
Yeah. So, critical thinking is the backbone of any credible paranormal investigation. It's about balancing curiosity with caution, keeping an open mind to possibilities while questioning assumptions. Our goal isn't to prove that ghosts exists. It's to uncover the truth.
Remember that.
Whatever that may be.
Right.
Just
That's important.
uncover the truth.
Yeah.
This means approaching every case with both curiosity and a healthy bit of skepticism. For example, if someone reports a haunted house, we don't start by assuming spirits are responsible.
Mm-hmm.
We ask, could it be a draft? Or are the creaking floors due to old foundations? My floor started creaking here recently.
Did it?
Yeah. And sometimes a door will like creak and crack and thump sometimes, like boom.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just expanding and retracting
Yep.
from the heat.
From the heat and the cold. Yep. And then sometimes you'll have it to where you can have a door on somewhere else open or close, and it creates that suction, which will make another door somewhere else move too,
So the flickering lights could be a wiring issue. By ruling out natural causes, we avoid jumping to supernatural conclusions prematurely. So skepticism isn't about dismissing claims. It's about exploring all angles. So let's take a real world example. A family reported lights flickering every night at midnight. I like this. Instead of assuming paranormal activity, investigators discovered that a neighbor's faulty generator kicked on at the same time every night at midnight. And that caused a power surge and made their lights flicker. So natural explanations, they often hide in plain sight. Before labeling something paranormal, we ask, could this be environmental, mechanical, psychological, even pareidolia? Our brain's tendency to see patterns can trick us into hearing voices and static or seeing faces and shadows. This is one thing that I know about pareidolia, because I can sit in my bathroom or anywhere really, and if the tile in it, if you've got a pattern tile, I can sit there and see 1,000 faces every time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing really. It's just my brain tricking me.
Right. And everybody's does the same thing. If they're have a tendency of wanting to recognize faces and stuff. And so it's always searching.
Pareidolia is real.
Yes. 100%.
So, by considering these possibilities first, we build a stronger case for what truly defies explanation. Your beliefs can inspire curiosity, but evidence is what validates it. Imagine capturing a shadow figure on camera. Exciting? Yeah, it is. But before declaring it paranormal, we recreate the scene. We test the lighting, check for reflections, and even analyze camera glitches. Only after eliminating all natural causes do we label it unexplained. The process is non-negotiable. Verifiable data like timestamp recordings, environmental baseline, and expert consultations separates credible investigation from speculation. For instance, if we capture an EVP, we cross-reference it with ambient noise, just to rule out contamination. Belief fuels our curiosity, but evidence earns credibility. So in the end, skepticism isn't the enemy of paranormal. It's the greatest ally. And I truly believe that.
Yes, absolutely.
By questioning claims, collecting data, and letting evidence guide us, we ensure our work is respected and reliable. The most compelling stories aren't those that confirm our beliefs. They're the ones that challenge us to think deeper. So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, remember that the truth is always worth the rigor.
Yep. And only Oscars, it is very freaky to see sometimes.
Yeah. Those faces in the tile. Oh, which one we got here?
Ethical considerations.
Ethical considerations.
This is another really good one.
Yes. So, respecting privacy and property. You know, it's not negotiable in paranormal investigations. Always obtain permission before entering private locations.
Yes.
Whether it's a home, a business, or a historical site, trespassing isn't just unethical, it's illegal, right?
Yes.
And it damages your credibility of the entire field, or the credibility of the entire field of paranormal investigating.
Yep.
For example, imagine investigating an abandoned hospital without permission. Not only could you face legal consequences, but you could risk disrespecting the site's history and the people connected to it. Even public spaces like cemeteries require, require permission to local rules, and you got to adhere to the rules. You can't trash the place.
Right.
Always leave a location the way you found it, or even better. Paranormal investigations often involve deeply personal or traumatic histories. Imagine a family whose home was the site of a tragedy. They may be emotionally fragile. Approach these situations with empathy. Avoid sensationalizing their experience or pushing for dramatic conclusions. Like I know that happens a lot.
It does.
Instead, listen and prioritize their well-being. For instance, if a homeowner becomes distressed during an investigation, pause and check in. Share the findings respectfully. Avoid alarmist language. Remember, our role isn't to scare people. It's to provide clarity and, where possible, peace of mind. Unless it's your children, then you can scare them. Right?
Uh-huh.
That's
No,
what I think.
spirits don't ask for permission.
So, professional integrity. It's the cornerstone of credible investigations. This means upholding ethical standards even when no one is watching. For example, if you capture ambiguous evidence like a blurry photo, don't label it paranormal to sensationalize your findings. Be honest. This is unexplained, but we need more data. Similarly, there's that word again. We need to change that word.
Similarly,
never fake evidence. Not only does this harm your reputation, but it undermines the trust in the entire paranormal field. Always document your process transparently and collaborate with peers to review findings objectively. So by respecting privacy, handling sensitive situations with care, and maintaining an unwavering integrity, we ensure paranormal investigation remains a credible and respected field. These principles aren't just rules, they're a commitment to truth and humanity.
yes.
What do you think?
Yep. I think it's true. For sure.
Oh, show.
This is almost the last one.
Look, I lost a bunch of viewers.
Well,
Sorry, guys. I know I'm boring.
So this one is the conclusion. We're going to recap some key points, summarize the main takeaways. So, let's take a minute to revisit what we've covered today. Was you going to say something?
Yes, only Oscars. He did.
Yes.
It's complete. I used to watch that
Almost
faithfully,
religious. Yeah.
faithfully every night, every time.
Yeah.
And it just got where it just sucked.
But you knew it was being blown out of proportion. Like you just talked about. There's certain things you don't do, and pretending to get
And
possessed
yeah,
every show
you
was.
can't get possessed every show.
Oh,
Yeah, Aaron's pretty cool. Now,
Yeah.
Nick, he's okay. He got his own show,
Yeah.
Paranormal Lockdown, which was real good. He's got a few more shows, but I liked him.
Yep. So we started by defining paranormal investigation as the study of unexplained phenomenon, blending science, history, and curiosity. We explored its rich history from ancient rituals to modern tools like EMF meters and spirit boxes. And we discussed how figures like Harry Price and the Warrens shaped the field. We also highlighted the importance of ethical practices, respecting privacy, balancing skepticism with belief, and relying on verifiable evidence. Now, finally, we have examined famous cases that remind us while this field is both thrilling and humbling. So, if today's talk has sparked your curiosity, I encourage you to dive deeper. Woo. Paranormal investigation is a field where everyone, skeptics and believers alike, can contribute. So consider joining a local ghost hunting group or read books like The Demon Hunting World of Ed and Lorraine Warren, or visiting reputedly haunted locations like the Stanley Hotel or the Winchester Mystery House, which the wife and I have been there, but not ghost hunting it or nothing, but even watching documentaries can offer new insights. Remember, the unknown isn't something to fear. It is an invitation to explore. Who knows? You might capture evidence that changes how we see the world. Thank you for joining us on this discovery and this journey into the unknown. Now, whether you leave here a skeptic or a believer, or simply curious, I hope you've gained a new appreciation for the mysteries that surround us. The paranormal isn't just about ghosts. It's about asking questions, seeking truth, and embracing the wonder of what we don't yet understand. If you have any questions, we would definitely like to hear them.
Q&A session. Yeah, I got a question.
What's that?
How do you get your hair so pretty and long?
Just grow it. Hold on, wait. How's that?
Whoa!
Just grow it out. Brush it.
So,
Have a wife like mine that brushes it for me every night and every day.
Yeah. Only Oscar says, I'm a skeptical believer.
Yes.
That's me.
Well, skepticism is very good. And that's why we wanted to make sure that we put that section in there, because healthy skepticism, pretty hair, I'm envious. That's what a lot of people say when I have it fixed. Well, I'll say when my wife has it fixed up.
You're envious. Check out that. Huh? That's some hair right there.
It's got so much it's see through.
Right.
But no, I mean, I just wanted when we decided to put that in, I just think that it's good to be skeptical. Now there's a healthy skepticism, and then there's just way overrated, right? Where they're just, you
got the thumpers.
One could appear straight in front of them and smack them in the face and pinch their nose, and then they'd still wouldn't believe it was there.
But they believe in something they can't see.
Right.
But they can't believe in a spirit.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
We ain't gonna get into that.
Yep. It's just crazy. I'm with you on it, Jason. It's just crazy. But I think, again, skepticism is good. There's nothing bad about skepticism. Pretty. I think she liked your hair too, Jason.
Yeah. I made her laugh, or made them laugh anyway.
Can I put mine in ponytails?
This is our presentation that we are going to do this Saturday at the Knox County Library, and we thought we'd just share it with you, like David said, and do a little practicing.
Thanks for allowing us to to practice with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, only Oscars.
And we are going to show some of our evidence. I mean, I could do that right now.
Yeah, show some of our evidence because that's going to be part of
Yeah, we're going to be
show.
showing some of the evidence that we caught. So let me see what I got here.
I don't think you have any of it up, do you?
No, but I can.
Oh, look at you.
So this is where we was at the commercial building.
It's back over there, right over there again. Oh,
And
that's over here.
you can see it in the SLS camera.
Looks like it's working.
Isn't that crazy? Looks tall as hell, though.
But thank
Maybe
you.
it's on a ladder.
Maybe.
Kind of looks like it. The way it's standing. Can you jump down?
There's another one over there now. There's two.
When
Is either one of you Mike?
David switches the
Hey,
color
Mike,
on
wave
the,
at us.
you can really see it real well. And I'm
Can
on
you
the
wave at us?
so it'll take a minute.
That's insane.
Yeah. Here I go to the other side, I believe.
Speaking of two entities at the same time.
It did.
Either that or someone's hanging from up there. It's only one or the other, Jason.
There's something right there.
We're gonna have to go back there again and do another investigation.
That is crazy. Oh, shit. Did you see that?
What?
Oh. Bad word. Whoop.
Look, it's showing the figure.
That right here? Oh, yeah.
There's one behind it, too, looks like. Can you wave?
Just waved.
Can you wave again?
Again?
Raise your right hand.
The internet
All
was
the way up. You're right.
Military right.
Oh, not
Oh,
your
That's
leg.
a leg.
it's shaking its leg at
In
you.
here.
Yeah, here we go. Now we can see it real well. Corner up here.
Oh. I've got to set that screen where it doesn't do that. It's that one that's right over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's by the sink.
Rather right. Yeah.
Oh, raise its right hand.
Hey, Mike. Glad to see you join us.
I wonder if that's the one that run up on Daniel that night.
Are you
When he's
the
in
one
there
who's just sitting over here watching people? See it raise its hand?
Mm-hmm.
You the one that walked up behind somebody that I knew the other day? I was working in here?
Dancing.
Maybe? Possibly?
Sitting there working and just
Here,
Dancing
let's do
away.
this.
Yeah, here's where you can really
This might help it.
see it. Tell me that ain't wild.
Raise your right hand, Mike. Wave at us, please.
I'm gonna wave at you.
Hey, buddy.
Was you just wondering if the guy that was here was doing his job? There he goes. Raise his right hand. See it?
He's a little shaky in the knees, ain't he?
Yeah. Are you old? He's waving again.
Michael
Hey, buddy.
Jackson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it just waved. You see
I
it?
think you could answer.
So that was one of them. Now let's see if I can put up another one. So this is when I at the Philly house when I caught that
Oh,
thing walking up, and it gets really crazy. So I'm gonna show it. This is the old
Can you
farmhouse.
touch this?
Make that go off.
The dead bell.
That dead bill
Put it
was
on the other
just
side of the
going
bed.
crazy.
One on each side.
Look. Behind Eddie.
Oh my God. There's a
It
stick
was
here.
walking. Oh, my God! Oh, God, Coach Hill.
I see it. I'm free. I see it.
I see that. It walked right up behind him.
Yes.
Turn around and walk away.
Sorry about the microphones. They were too
Jesus,
loud.
I'm still got Coach
We
Hill.
didn't know that they were that good, and we had them like way up on top of our.
That was a person.
It
That
was
was
a
a person. You
person.
could tell, a full figured
Yeah.
person.
Now I got my back
It was behind you.
Lord have mercy, God.
I saw it. Oh my God.
I've seen it turn.
Jason,
back.
at least you didn't run, buddy. At least you didn't run. I didn't run. I'm proud of you. I screamed, and I caught it. We got it recorded.
No,
Oh,
we
Actually,
didn't.
we didn't. That was just
They only took
still
a picture.
photo.
Yeah, but we got.
It was just stand still either way.
it was right behind you.
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that.
Was that
Oh.
you, Harry? Did you walk up behind him?
That's another shot of it. If you can make it out.
You like that bell, don't
Can
you?
you make that REM pod in the room you're in go off?
It's flashing.
So there you go. Thank you for sharing on the Oscars.
Do the growl.
The growl. Let's do the growl. Yep, here we go. Now we were at a house on one of our it was our second investigation beside your house. And David was sitting talking to the guy about him hearing a growl. And then you hear a growl. It's crazy.
In the living room now, those three windows are your cabinets. And the growl, but it sounded, of course I couldn't make it. It's right there. It was in.
Did you hear it?
Right there it was.
It almost
It went.
but it was back here and I was right there. Follow me.
That.
It was
You hear that? It went.
Did you hear it?
Oh yeah, a lot of Bigfoot up in Yosemite.
The growl, but it sounded, of course I couldn't make it. It's right there. It was in.
Did you hear it?
You hear that? It went.
But it was back here and I was right there. Follow me.
That. Listen, you'll hear him talk about the growl.
The growl, but it sounded, of course I couldn't make it. It's right there. It was in this area.
Yeah.
But it was back here and I was right there. Follow me.
So that was the infamous growl.
We're gonna be going to. Have you got us at the other one yet? Up in Crossville?
No. Let's see what else we have.
Really? Campfires. Now that's interesting.
I think that's all we're going to show tonight. Yosemite.
Yeah, Yosemite National Park. Yep.
Well,
Have you ever been to what is that one up there? I can't even think of the name of it now. The Sequoia National Forest or anything like that. I would think that those big old growth forests like that would have Bigfoot for sure. I would just think that it would. It just makes tons of sense to me that you would have Bigfoot activity in old growth forest.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really does make a lot of sense. Hey, look, everybody started coming back.
Oh, yeah. Let me show this one more video.
So one more.
It's another stick figure that we caught down at Eddie caught it on his SLS.
Is that the one that it was ringing the bell?
No.
Oh,
It's the one where we saw the apparition. It's in the same room.
gotcha.
So let's show this. It's on the.
Oh, is it right there?
It's gonna move.
It's right here now.
It's on the wall.
It's on the wall. It's right there.
Oh my gosh!
It's right here.
Turned into a spider.
He's jumped up, huh?
I'm not getting anything.
Let me turn my light off.
But look at that. That thing started going
Did
off.
that go off?
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything. Did you see it?
The REM pod was going off.
Where's that light coming from? Oh, Eddie's flashlight. Gone now.
Oh, it's gone.
Isn't that crazy how you can see the dots from the SLS?
What is that?
Is that,
It's a EMF meter.
no, it's not. No, that wasn't either. That wasn't this either.
Yeah, I'd like to go up there sometime on the Oscars.
Is there anyone in here?
I've been by it 100 times.
Doorway.
He's back at the doorway. Can you communicate with us?
This is where it raises its hand.
Patting its foot. Let me turn this on.
Can you raise your hand just to let us know? It's raised its hand. Did you see that?
I did.
Can you do the other hand? Can you raise your other hand? I'm shaking. What is that?
Is that my room clock?
All right.
That was a very, very, very active night.
Yes.
Was that the first time we went there or the second time?
That was the first time.
Okay. Yeah. That second one was fun too.
Yeah.
And just as active.
So we hope you'd enjoyed our little presentation. I want to thank everybody. Yeah, she's only Oscar says there's apps now.
Had to delete them.
Bugging her husband. He's a non-believer.
That's
it
funny.
was probably scaring him. He's like, oh Lord.
There's some pretty good apps out there.
Yeah.
There really are some really good apps. I mean, when we started doing investigation, that's all we had was phone
phone.
apps.
Yeah.
It was phone. We used the phone for the digital voice recorder. We
EMF.
used the phone for the EMF, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was about all you had back then.
Yeah.
So, but it was enough. It was definitely enough. Phones are really good for taking photos too,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not really able to take nighttime photos very well.
All right.
Remember, only Oscars, please send us the email. We have a book. Book. All right. You can find us at paranormal411.org, paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Remember,
Similarity.
tune in Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m., Saturdays from 8 to 10. Also on Saturdays from 10 to 11, if you're in the metro Atlanta area, you catch us on WDJY FM. That is 99.1 FM. Now, for listeners outside of Atlanta, you could visit at wdjyfm.com or click the link at our website on www.paranormal411.org. We're also on Subspace Radio on all major podcast platforms. Our book, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, which is available on Amazon or at paranormal411.org. Join us. Thank you, Only Oscars. He put in info at Paranormal 411. Thank you, Christina.
We'll see y'all next time.
We'll see y'all next time. And for those that can come out, please come out this Saturday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Cedar Bluff
Library. Yep.
Library.
We will look forward to seeing you there.
See y'all.
Have a good night.
In the heart of Madisonville, Tennessee, lies a pizzeria like no other. Step through the door of Legends and Lore Pizzeria and be transported to a realm where paranormal and cryptid encounters along with mouth-watering pizza go hand in hand. Meet Eddie and his crew, who serve up slices of the supernatural along with the best pies in town. With the walls adorned with eerie artifacts, indulge in piping hot slices that melt in your mouth and tease your taste buds. And it's not just the locals who love the incredible pizza. Legends and Lore has been selected as the best pizza joint in all of Monroe County. As lovers of everything pizza and the paranormal, the owners have mastered the art of crafting unforgettable combinations that will leave you wanting more. To stay connected with this mystical eatery, follow Legends and Lore Pizzeria on Facebook, where tales of their latest creations and upcoming specials will be shared. Make sure to browse their custom menu, featuring legendary pizzas like the Chupacabra Ranch and the Exorcist. So, whether you have an appetite for the supernatural or simply seek the best pizza in town, Legends and Lore is the place to be. Come for the unforgettable flavors, stay for the captivating stories, and find yourself in a world where legends and pizza collide.
What if the world we know is merely a fraction of reality? What if there are forces, entities, and phenomena that exist just beyond our comprehension in the shadows of the unknown? Welcome to Paranormal 411, your gateway to the unexplained and the downright chilling.
Get ready to rock with the electrifying sound of Catalyst, a band that's sure to leave you wanting more. With their powerful lyrics and killer riffs, Catalyst is a great sound in the world of rock music. You can listen and find Catalyst on Bandcamp, or go to the link at paranormal411.org and click on their banner.
Bye.